U.S. National Archives posted just 8 hours ago. A nation-making display of the U.S. Constitution is coming to the National Archives. Learn more and reserve your timed tickets at visit.archives.gov beginning September 16th. Now, I might speak a little too soon, but it might possibly be free because I think basically anything they offer in Washington, it's all free, isn't it? Yep, free admission. There you go. So if you want to check out the original Constitution, I know I've heard the stories too that they've got multiple identical copies of the Constitution. So you never really know if the one you're looking at is actually the real legitimate one and which one isn't. But according to them, they're going to put the legit one out. So for a pretty short period of time, you'll have a chance to look at it. I just know that they don't have it on display very often because the ink's exposure to light, it damages probably not only the ink, but the paper probably too. And yeah, if it's exposed to light, which I'm sure they probably illuminate the room in a very specific, particular type of lighting in order to minimize the erosion of the letters on the paper. But I don't know, man. I'd be kind of curious to know, like in the future, if it fades to a point where it becomes difficult to read, are they going to do like what the touch-up artists do in museums? Like in Ghostbusters 2 with Dana Barrett, where her job was like touching up little paintings and whatnot. I wonder if they might eventually have to resort to that, because even with it being in a no light situation, I think like they've got a time scale where they predict that the letters on the Constitution will eventually disappear. So, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so the exhibit hours open daily, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Location. Let's see. Plan your visit. I'm just curious to see where the advanced tickets, reserve advanced tickets. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be free. I'm just curious to know where the Constitution part of it was. Tour operators. Man, that'd be awesome to go visit the National Archives. That'd be awesome. Let's see. We head back because it might have been right here. Charters of Freedom open daily. Oh, here we go. Constitution Day, the full U.S. Constitution right here. Temporary. It's going to be from September 16th to October the 1st, 5:30 p.m. at the latest. It'll be in the rotunda, so it should be, I'm assuming, in the entrance or in the main quote unquote lobby. So this historic special display will also include, here, hold on. You know what? I'm just going to start from the top. In celebration of 250 years of American freedom, the entire U.S. Constitution and the original Bill of Rights will be surrounded by 17 constitutional amendments, filling the rotunda at the National Archives in Washington, D.C. in a dramatic and highly visual display. This marks the first time in history the entire U.S. Constitution will be on display. That is awesome, man. I would love to go and check that out. This historic special display will also include the rarely displayed fifth page of the U.S. Constitution. This original document outlines a set of instructions to the states on how to implement the Constitution, signed by George Washington as president of the Constitutional Convention. The display will open to the public in the rotunda on Tuesday, September 16th, and remain open through Wednesday, October 1st, and visitors can view and experience the entire Constitution during regular museum hours from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Those visiting within those dates should anticipate longer than usual wait times, and visitors are encouraged to reserve timed entry tickets. So it sounds like you technically don't have to get a timed entry ticket. However, it's probably the equivalency of a fast pass lane, like in Universal Studios or something. And that's definitely something I would do. I probably would plan the entire day around just that one event. So to provide more opportunities to see the special display, the National Archives Museum will be open extended hours until 7 p.m. on Saturday, September 20th, and Sunday, September 21st, as well as Saturday, the 27th, and Sunday, the 28th. The display of the entire U.S. Constitution is part of the National Archives celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States. So if you were wondering, like, why the special occasion, there you go. Because we're about to celebrate our 250th anniversary. A quarter of a millennia. I'm sure there's a particular word used to describe that, but I don't know. Other upcoming activities at the National Archives include the opening of a new permanent exhibition space, the American Story and Discovery Center, in October of 2025. The new galleries at the National Archives Museum will be the first and only museum experience in Washington, D.C. to use artificial intelligence to bring visitors individualized opportunities to explore American history. I'm curious about that. I don't know, maybe they give you like one of those like headphone type devices and you plug in like what do you have the most interest in? American history or astronomy or this, that, and the other. I don't know. Just a wild guess. But that's pretty cool. I dig it, man. That'd be awesome if I could head up there. I can't, but that would be awesome to be able to do that. So yeah, I mean, if you live within, what would you say, 4 hours, maybe 5 hours? I mean, if I lived probably within 4 hours or 5 hours, I would absolutely go to be able to check that out. I mean, that's going to be a once in a lifetime experience. Like they just said, that's the very first time that they've displayed the entire Constitution. You can see the entire thing all at once. So I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of stuff like that happening over the next year. I mean, just one of those things that most people won't hear about. You're not going to see that on the news, most likely. I would be surprised if you did.